Good day, class. Welcome to another session for Empowerment Technology. In this video, I'm going to discuss all about the lesson number 3, which is the internet as a tool for effective research. Here in this lesson, we will discuss the tools available today, which can help us in doing our research. So let's start. Before we start to our discussion, I have a quote from William Bill Gates. William Bill Gates is a famous entrepreneur or the owner of um, one big company in the United States. He says, the internet is becoming the town square of for the global village of tomorrow. So, based on this quote, we have different perception and ideas on how we explain this kind of quotation. But according to Bill Gates, um, sa mundo natin ngayon na lumalawak na ang pag-access sa internet, meaning lahat na tayo is nakakagamit na ng internet by the use of your cellphone, your laptop, your PC, and tablet, and etc. Ang research ang pinakapangunahing ginagamit natin ngayon you as a student na ginagamit natin kung meron tayong hinahanap sa internet. So, kung gusto nating hanapin yung definitions na yon o yung mga informations na yon na kailangan natin i-include in our research in terms of their related literature o yung mga ganyan. So, papaano ba natin as a student nagagamitin yung internet pag may pinapa-research o hinahanap kayo? So here are the examples of the tools that we consider when we are find or getting the information uh, regarding to your research from the internet. So I have an example here. So let's see how do you well in using the the research thing. Okay? So how well do you Google? Okay, so ito yung question dyan. You have an assignment in an Italian art appreciation uh, subject in which you are tasked to look for artworks featuring Madonna. The only clue given to you by your professor is the word Madonna, which is a word that medieval Italian that refers to a noble or important woman. How would you search for it? So you as a student, papaano kaya natin i-search itong assignment na to na binigay sa atin ng teacher natin or ng professor natin? So, what kind of queries would you use in this assignment? So, ano yung queries na gagamitin natin para ma-search to? So, here are the choices. So, we have A, Madonna, B, Madonna painting, and C, Madonna singer. So, what would you use as a search query? So based on the example or the situation that already given, ang assignment mo daw is an Italian art appreciation. Pero ang task mo is to look for an artwork featuring Madonna. So ano yung magiging query natin? A, B, or C. So bibigyan ko kayo ng 3 seconds para mag-answer. Nakaisip na ng answer. So ang tamang query na gagamitin natin para ma-search tong answer na ang assignment na to is the letter B, Madonna painting. So ano yung napapansin natin dito sa search query natin? Based on the situation that already given from the from the presentation, the as you can see there, that would be specific. Specific dapat tayo sa pagse-search at pagkuha ng mga magagandang resulta. Dahil, is it because it gives the search engine proper context regarding in our what we are finding regarding to the situation. So what do you call this kind of strategy? So this strategy that we are doing right now is what we call the contextualized search. So very important na tayong mga students or we are finding the information or queries from the internet, we must be contextualized on how we search on the Google or to the internet. So what do you mean by contextualized search? Contextualized search, that would be the skilled or optimized way of searching the internet based on the context provided. Therefore, narrowing down the result given back to you by the search engine. So if we as a student or kayong mga student, if your search query is contextualized, okay, is contextualized, very specific, and it has a idea and information, no, makakakuha tayo ng agad ng magagandang mga results from the search engine. And by the use of the contextualized search, mga anak, is this will be increases our chances of receiving the most relevant results to the query that you are going to use in the search engine. So for example, kanina, doon sa situation, ang assignment natin is Italian art appreciation. Pero ang task sa'yo, ang specific task mo is to find a Madonna's artwork. So by that pa lang, may specific may specific tao ka na kung ano yung hahanapin mo for an Italian art appreciation. You need to contextualize na lang kung ano yung mismong Italian art appreciation ang pinapahanap sa iyo na galing kay Madonna. Yun yung sinasabi doon sa contextualized search. Lagi natin tatandaan in contextualized search that the more contextualized your search is, the more relevant the search result would be. So, kapag contextualized ang ginamit natin mga keywords sa search engine natin by the use of Google, Yahoo, and etc., that would be our chances, or that would be the increase of chances na marireceive natin yung tamang information or yung tamang sagot mismo doon sa task na binigay sa'yo para maganda yung magiging resulta based on the Feldman 2012. Okay, so that is the contextualized search, and very important na malaman nyo ang contextualized search, lalong-lalo na kayo mga student is talamak ang paghahanap ng assignment sa internet, right? So in your assignment, we must be contextualized, okay, and para makakuha tayo ng specific answer. Okay, para hindi bara-bara lang yung ginagawa nating assignment. So that is the contextualized search. Very important din as a student na gamitin yung ICT tools sa research natin. So these ICT tools useful in research, those are the applications under the ICT or the Information and Communications Technology, are the mainly used by the researchers for its ability to ease the knowledge gathering processes and for you as a student of research to enhance research development. By doing that, kapag na-enhance yung research development natin, yung research nyo magiging effective. Okay? Magiging effective at saka mamamanage nyo yung mga information na nakuha nyo from the internet or by the use of the ICT. Excuse me. By the use of this application of ICT, using this kind of information, we have to extend and to communicate the knowledge, our knowledge across our subject fields or what we call the strand. For example, kung strand yung is humes or arts and design, yung mga ganyan, kailangan makipag-communicate tayo at kailangan natin extend yung effort natin para makakuha pa ng information regarding to the experts and etc. So these are the ICT tools useful in the research. We have Google Scholar, Google Search, the academic websites that is under the Internet Archive, the EBSCO host, and the JS Tor. So this is the sample of the Google search. Let's take a look for this video. So that is for the Google search. Okay, let's take a look what is the definition of the Google search. So this Google search is the most popular and powerful search engine in the 21st century. So ito na yung parang kilalang search engine na ginagamit natin nowadays sa paghanap natin ng mga informations like assignments for our research and etc. So the Google search is capable for searching the web using voice input as well. So very effective din siya lalong-lalo na sa mga kapag tayo ay gustong gumamit din ng mga voice inputs, yung mga ganyan. So this Google search, ito yung pinaka-powerful at saka yung pinaka-magandang gamitin sa panahon ngayon dahil effective. Effective yung mga effective, not only effective but also reliable information din yung makukuha natin. But we as a student be careful on getting the informations from the internet. So kailangan may mga citation siya tsaka bibliography. Okay? So maraming information ka makukuha sa Google. Syempre lahat ng mga results from your Google search nandun na lahat. Pati yung picture, pati yung music, videos, and etc. Maraming nakaka-connect ng link and sites sa Google para mahanap mo yung gusto mong hanapin. Lahat ng mga links, lahat ng mga websites is naka-connected na siya sa search engine natin sa Google. And that is for the Google search. Okay? So, second one is the Google Scholar. So, what is the difference between the two? So, the Google search, that is for a wide range of search engine. But the Google Scholar, it is very specific in terms of when we are going to libraries. It has good books, certain citations from our research, and etc. So the Google Scholar offers a simpler way to search for scholarly literature in the internet. So very reliable lahat ng mga information on the Google Scholar puwera doon sa Google search. Kasi meron doon sa Google search na hindi natin alam na reliable siya o hindi. Pero si Google Scholar is very verified naman siya and very reliable na gamitin siya for our research and also adding it to our RRL or in your research. This will be great tool for finding related literature in your research. Siyempre, dito ka nahahanap ng RRL mo for your research kasi reliable na yung mga informations dito. And it consists of research papers. So, dito lahat ina-upload yung mga research paper na na-publish ng ibang tao. Nandito yon. Tapos, isa-cite mo na lang yung tao mismo. Then next articles, different articles from the respective world nandiyan na din. And as well as the books as well. Nandito na din mismo sa Google Scholar natin siya mahahanap. So let's take a look for the Google Scholar.
Google Scholar builds upon the functionality of the Google search engine to bring you a discovery tool for scholarly material. It combines information from a number of scholarly databases and consolidates it into a single, easy search. While it looks and functions like Google Web Search, there are a couple of key differences that are worth noting. Unlike Google Web Search, Google Scholar sports an advanced search feature that more closely mirrors a library database. This feature allows you to quickly limit results in a number of ways, such as to a specific author, publication, or date range. To access the advanced search feature, click on the arrow at the end of the search box and choose the search method that you desire. It's worth noting that some of the options mirror the Boolean logic that you'd find in library databases. Note that with all of the words equates to an and, with at least one of the words is an or, and without the words is equivalent to a not. Typing a phrase in the with the exact phrase box is the same as putting quotes around your search terms. For more information on using Boolean terms or other tips in your searches, please contact a librarian. By default, the Google Scholar results page lists results based on relevance. You can change the order of your results or further refine your search using the options on the left side of the screen. Result entries contain the information that is required to cite the article, including the title of the article, the author or authors, the journal or book title, publication date, and access information. At the bottom of the entry, you'll find the Cited By feature. Clicking it will take you to related articles which have cited this work. To the right of the entry, you'll find information regarding how to access the full text of the article. Note, however, that if accessing it from off-campus, your library preferences must be set up in order to receive the EMU Find Text Plus option and be connected to EMU's holdings. The easiest way to do this is to access Google Scholar from the library's databases page. Alternately, you can select Settings from the Google Scholar homepage, then Library Links. Type Eastern Michigan University into the search box and make sure to check the box in front of Eastern Michigan University, Full Text at EMU Find Text Plus. For further information or additional tips on using Google Scholar, click the About Google Scholar link at the bottom of the page or contact a librarian.
And that's how we use or utilize for our Google Scholar. Kung kayo ay ongoing for your research, pwede nyo itong gamitin as one of your basis for you to get the information for your research. So, very important din na alam din natin kung paano gamitin yung ating Google Scholar. By doing that, no, alam na natin kung paano siya gagamitin. And next is we have several academic websites pa na maaari pa nating pwedeng gamitin. Wikipedia, very known sa atin yung Wikipedia kasi ito yung pinaka-common na ginagamit natin regarding sa information na kailangan natin. Mostly, nandiyan na din yung mga celebrities, nandiyan na din yung mga informations nila. So, mga bibliographies and etc. Shodganga, okay, that is an Indian thesis repository where you can search and download the thesis. So, ano nga lang siya mga anak, Indian nga lang siya. Pero may mga specific English naman siya version. Okay, pero maganda siyang gamitin, lalong-lalo na sa inyong research. Okay. Then next is the Microsoft Academic Search. Microsoft Academic Search, that is the a tool for your research, ICT, wherein you are going to find information about the academic papers, the authors, the conferences, the journals, and organizations from multiple sources. So, dyan pa lang mahahanap mo na yung mga categories na sinabi ko. Next is Mendeley. Mendeley, a unique platform comprising a social network, para lang siyang Facebook, reference manager, articles, and article visualization tools. So, dyan kayo makakahanap dyan. Very useful to lalong-lalo na sa mga STEM, yung mga ganyan. Next is the SSRN. Hindi ko ma-search kung anong acronym ng SSRN, pero maganda din siya as one of your bases in your research. Okay, multidisciplinary online repository of scholarly research and related materials about social sciences. So, kung YUMS ka, pwede mo itong gamitin as your basis for your research. So, those are the ICT tools useful in your research. So let's take a look, why is the ICT research important? So the ICT research is very important. Is it because it has helped to identify us the current needs and challenges faces by the researchers, the students, the professionals when interacting with ICT. Most of the researcher is needed in order to be effectively integrated to the use of the ICT into their field. So for example, kung YUMS ka, kailangan mo talagang ma-integrate yung ICT in terms of your all of their doings or all of your tasks. Okay? Into different field of education, especially related to the modern global public health context, yung mga ganyan. So that's why the ICT research is important. Let's talk about now the ICT safety, security, and the netiquette. So, in ICT safety, security, and etiquette, that is under for our verification of online source materials. So, why we need to verify our sources material? Is it because if it is reliable, if it is useful for our for getting those information, so we need to verify it. This is our consideration to check before quoting or citing references. We have four. First is the currency. Ito bang information na to is up to date? Updated ba ito? So, dapat may currency yung ating kinukuhang mga information. Next, security. Does the site ask too much personal information? Siyempre, matakot ka na kung kinukuha pati yung address ng nanay mo, 'di ba? Pangalan ng nanay mo, pangalan ng tatay mo, pangalan ng mga kapatid mo, yung ganyan, birthday nila, pwera lang dapat na sa'yo lang kasi ikaw lang naman kumukuha mismo ng information na yun. Pero, some of other sites, ganun yung ginagawa nila kasi kailangan nilang parang that is the one of the basis para sa inyong information kung kayo man ay mag-a-admit doon sa website na yun. For example, yung Google, yung Gmail, Facebook, yung mga ganyan. Pero ano naman yun? Pero safe naman yun sila, yung mga websites na sinabi ko. Next is scope. Kung ito ba yung information na to is in-depth, yung ganyan. Yung scope ba niya is maliwanag i-explain, yung mga ganyan. Naintindihan, yung mga ganon. Authority. Kung yung information ba na yun is galing sa mga trusted experts, yung mga ganyan, kung nasa totoong tao ba siya, yung kung yung information na yun is sinabi ba talaga ng totoong tao na yun na bigay ng information na yun. So we need to verify all of our online source material for us to avoid the lalong-lalo na yung letter P. Letter P, that is the plagiarism and other negative results in getting the other information for our research or assignments. Let's talk about now the internet ethics. In internet ethics, that is under our netiquette. Okay? When we say netiquette, this is our basis. Kailangan ma-follow natin to. Etong mga netiquettes na to by the use of the internet para makaiwas tayo sa mga problems encountered. Okay? So, etiquette number 1, always keep your software or application updated and uninstall the ones that you do not use. Okay, so kailangan lahat ng mga applications natin, mapa-phone man yan, mapa-laptop, mga tablet, kailangan ina-update natin yan. Kasi may mga instances talaga na kapag hindi na-update ang isang application, masisira o magka-crash ang isang application. That is the first netiquette. Second one, do not divulge sensitive information online, especially on unsafe websites. Syempre, wag po tayo tawag dito, wag po tayo magbibigay ng mga importanteng information na related sa atin o yung mga sensitive information through online, lalo na yung mga bank accounts, yung mga pinakaiingatan yung mga information and etc. Lalong-lalo na kung iyon ay unsafe. Okay? Third one, be careful when dealing with emails from unknown sources or spam. Kaya nga siya nasa spam kasi unknown yung sources niya. Kapag nasa spam yon, ibig sabihin, not all on the spam parang hindi siya delikado. Pwera na lang kung yung pinagsendan ka mismo ang nagsabi, kung hindi mo mahanap sa primary emails, baka nasa spam lang. Kaya titignan mo din. Okay? Not all the spam are parang untrusted. Pero kung sinabi sa iyo ng mismong pinagsendan, okay, kung sinabi niya ba talaga na nasa spam, edi tignan na lang natin. Okay? Pero be careful on that kasi may mga instances na mga nasa spam talaga is mga viruses and etc. Baka ma-access yung ating laptops, yung information na nagaling sa laptops or cellphones and etc. Fourth one, run your antivirus software before going online. Syempre, kailangan natin ng antivirus. By that, malilimit yung pagpasok ng viruses, lalo-lalo sa emails, sa online, talamak yan sa online. Hindi lang siya sa file, pero talamak talaga siya sa online. Next, the last one is think before you click. Always remember that what you post online on the internet may stay online forever. Kahit na dinilit mo na siya, pero may database pa rin siya. For example, may mga na-delete kang mga information sa Facebook like pictures, kahit dinilit mo na siya, pero may na-save na database, nandun pa rin yun mismo yung information na yun, or yung picture na yun. Pwede lang i-recover. Okay? So that is, those are the etiquettes under the internet ethics. We have this called Computer Ethics Institute. Kung kanina ang diniscuss natin is how to use the internet, ngayon ang computer ethics naman yung i-discuss natin. Computer ethics. In computer ethics, we have 10 Commandments of Computer Ethics by Ramon C. Barquin in 1992. This 10 commandments, entitled In Pursuit to the 10 Commandments of the Computer Ethics, it means those are the set of standards that to guide and to instruct people in the ethical use of the internet. Yun yung sinabi ni Ramon C. Barquin. First commandment, thou shall not use a computer to harm other people in any way. Huwag mong gamitin yung computer para makapanakit ng ibang tao. Apply the think before you click. So, kung ayaw mo masaktan ka, huwag mong gagawin yun by the use of the computer. Next is, thou shall not interfere with other people's computer work. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng interfere? Interfere, you are not involved in the activity. Kailangan hindi mo din i-involve yung sarili mo. Okay? Don't interfere yourself with others' computer work. Wag mong papakailaman. Kung kunwari, nasa computer shop ka, tapos tinitignan mo kung anong ginagawa niya, di ba? Wag mong papakailaman kasi yun yung ginagawa niya at may sarili kayong ginagawa. Okay. Third one, thou shall not sneak around in the others people's file. Kung hindi naman sa'yo yung file na yun, wag mong papakilamanan. Kasi baka mamaya may mga informations doon na hindi tungkol sa'yo. Okay? So, wag na lang papakialaman. Fourth one, thou shall not use a computer to steal. Wag mong gagawing magnakaw by the use of the computer. Next, number 5, thou shall not use a computer to bear a false witness. Syempre, by the use of the computer, talamak ang ating mga kasinungalingan ng posting dyan, di ba? Yung mga false alarm, yung mga gawa-gawa ng kwento. So tayo, be responsible enough on how to use or utilize the computer. So, kailangan hindi tayo nagsasabi ng mga false witnesses na yan. Okay? 6 is, thou shall not copy or use proprietary software for which you have not paid. Ito yung mga nabibili sa mga kanto-kanto na installers, yung mga ganyan, 'di ba? Parang gumagamit lang sila ng mga torrent, yung mga ganyan, yung mga pang-block ng mga dates, yung mga ganyan, yung mga trial, pang-block ng mga free trial, yung mga ganyan. So, bawal na bawal yon. Lalong-lalo na kung i-input nyo siya doon sa computer nyo at nakakonect sa internet. Kasi kapag kunwari, for example, nag-install ka ng mga ano dyan, nung mga Microsoft, yung ganyan, tapos hindi naman pala siya naka-activate, malalaman yan mismo ni Microsoft kapag nakakonekta ka sa internet. Okay, number 7, thou shall not use the other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation. Syempre tayo as a person, kailangan pinapaalalahanan natin, kailangan nagpapaalam tayo, nagagamitin natin tong mga bagay-bagay na to. Okay? Next is, thou shall not appropriate others intellectual property. Kung hindi nga talaga sa'yo, wag mong gagalawin at wag mong papakilamanan. Okay? Number 9, thou shall not think about the social consequences of the program you are writing or the system you are designing. Okay? So, dito, kung hindi ka naman talaga kasama sa program na yun, no, wag mo na lang galawin. Okay? Lalong-lalo na kung nagde-design ka ng system. Okay, so dun pa lang may mga consequences ka na may experience doon. Okay. And last, thou shalt always use a computer in ways that ensure consideration and respect for the fellow humans. So, as a person, syempre kailangan sa paggamit ng computer hindi lang maingat. Kailangan you are considerable and also respect para na din sa ibang tao. And those are the 10 commandments of computer ethics. And by that, that is our for this video discussion. If you have any question, just comment down below on the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And class, thank you class for listening in our video discussion.